Caesars Superdome.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Steps away. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago with a victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do?
They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Finding his target is Trey McBride. He'll get it inside the 20.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Max Borghi with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number one.
Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5. First and 15. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Murray. And this is caught inside the 5. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Harkey has the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But when you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Hands it off out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Murray's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Saints at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Check down to Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida taking it in from 7 yards away as they have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 14 to 10. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. And this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Max Borghi.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
That's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Murray. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
We'll find Gibson here complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Murray.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Murray now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Saints have moved down in front. take a 7-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's got him in, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. A run between the tackles with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Max Borghi
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Murray now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Dancing to his left. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play fake. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as